What's happening, YouTube? I'm going to do a more comprehensive review on my Norinco Interstate Arms Hawk 980 212 gauge. Safety check, nothing. It's loaded. It's a shotgun. It's used for defensive purposes. It's loaded. No, I'm not going to clear it. I don't have to. Um, Basically, for those of you who aren't familiar with this particular weapon, it's basically a Chinese clone of the Remington 870. It's sold in a few other countries underneath some different names. China, it's known as the Norinco HP9. Except for in China, it's got a shorter barrel, like 16, 14 inches, something like that. And that's their standard police shotgun. And in Canada, it's sold under the name of Dominion Arms. If you look up Dominion Arms Grizzly, you'll find this exact same gun with anywhere from a 14-inch all the way down to like an 8 or 8.5-inch barrel. The 8.5-inch barrel one's badass. I like them. Wish I could get one, but this is all I can get here, so this will work. Comes with the rifled sights, adjustable. The rear sight's a peep sight, and I don't know. Let's see if you can really see that. I don't think you can really see it all that. Yeah, there you go. All right, it's got the peep sight on it. This is probably about the best shotgun you can buy for the money. Seriously, you don't need to spend $300 on a Remington 870. Been there, done that. Stupid. I really don't even buy too many American-made weapons anymore because what they cost is astronomical. I can get something that's made in China for way cheaper, and if people want to complain about that, I really don't give a shit because I'm gonna go with what A will defend me, and B where I can get the best value for my dollar. Okay, and this is a damn good gun. It'll do everything a Remington 870 will do, and it'll probably do a little bit more. I've taken this thing trap shooting, and it's accurate. And it was only $200. So forget all those people that own their tacked out Remington 870s. I don't care. I don't care about your Benellis. I don't care about none of that because this is all I need right here, and this will do the job. And I've made several videos about different weapons and how the inexpensive options tend to be just as good, and they are. You don't have to spend all that extra. I've got a couple videos on that. You don't have to spend all that extra money to buy something that's name brand. This doesn't have a choke on it. It's just a smooth bore. Most of the Remington 870 accessories will work on it, except for the barrels, because the locking lugs are totally different. So you can't put the barrels on there. I think the magazine tubes will interchange. The fore ends will. The stocks and I believe the trigger groups probably will. And this has a metal trigger guard on it, which I think my 870 had a polymer. The ones I owned. I mean, the polymer ones they're okay, but metal's always a little better. This has a 6-round capacity. If you can extend it if you want, you just gotta put the extension on there. I really don't like mag extensions hanging out and that are flush with the barrel. I've even seen some that go out past the barrel. I'm not really sure what you've accomplished there, because if it's a combat shotgun, at least one of my objectives is to make it as compact as possible, because I don't know if I'm gonna have to clear a house with this thing or what. So, nice solid shotgun, can't beat it. Shoots anything I feed it. Never had a problem with it. I might be looking into a Maverick 88 or something, because I kind of like those. I held one in the gun shop. I liked how light it was. I liked how simple and compact it was. so I may get one of those too. I want to get another 20 gauge shotgun because I've got a bunch of 20 gauge rounds just sitting around because I used to have a 20 gauge 870. So, you know, I wouldn't mind looking at another option. I think Mossberg has a nice semi-auto shotgun, and I think it's not even. I'm not even talking about it. I don't think it's the SP 930X or 950X. It's a different kind of shotgun. Actually, matter of fact, hang on a minute. It's this one right here. For those of you who have Gander Mountains in your state, it's this guy right here. The 279 one, 20 gauge, Mossberg. It's got the 24-inch barrel. I'd probably swap out the barrel for an 18 or 18.5 inch. Or yeah, 18.5 inch. I think that's the minimum length. Even a 20 inch would be cool. But I wouldn't mind a semi-auto shotgun. And 279, man, you can't beat that. But it's on sale too, so. And the thing is, I'm not really into tacking out shotguns. A lot of people want to put accessories like fore ends and stuff like that. Surefire makes kind of a cool tack light fore end for shotguns, but they're like $300, $350. I pay $200 for this shotgun. You know, I'm not gonna throw an accessory on the gun that costs more than the gun. That's just stupid. You know, but if people want to do that, they can. That's pretty much it. You know, not the best video, but I don't edit my videos. I just kind of go off the cuff and they're just kind of raw, and that's just the way it is. You know. So basically, Hawk 982, 12 gauge, $200, Big 5. Pick one up.